When we come to an idea like a movie or a script or anything, it's Stephen and Alex and Jim and myself. We have to all be in agreement.
Facing the Giants had impacted so many people that we were wanting the Lord to lead the project.
The Lord impressed on me to focus on marriage, which is not what I was inclined to do.
We prayed about the content. We believe that marriage is under attack in America today.
When he brought the initial idea of the love dare and a story that would follow a man going through the love dare, there was a sense of rightness about it.
When the husband realizes that he has not been loving his wife the way the Lord intended, he tries to win her heart back right before they get a divorce.
And Caleb goes on the Love Dare, which is a 40-day spiritual journey of what it means to study Scripture and love your wife like Christ loved the church.
It says in Hebrews that marriage should be held in honor above all. Of all the relationships God has created, between friends, between parents and children, between co-workers, marriage was the first one he started with.
Marriage is a commitment for life, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Caleb, when two people get married, it's for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health.
I know that. But marriages aren't fireproof. Sometimes you get burned.
People use the term trial by fire to talk about tribulation or difficult circumstances. And I was thinking, how ironic if the husband was a firefighter whose marriage is going through a fire in and of itself, symbolically. And although he puts out fires everywhere, he can't figure out how to put the fires out in his own marriage.
First time I read the script, it brought me to tears. Everything about it mirrored either part of my life or part of another guy that I'm close to in the fire department.
Catherine and I were in love when we got married, but today, we're two very different people, all right? It's just not working out anymore.
My husband and I went through something similar to that. That's one reason why I've been so for this movie, is because a lot of people need to hear the message behind it.
People don't get married because they hate each other. People get married because there was a spark of something that was special and they decided they wanted to live the rest of their lives together. And somewhere along the journey, things fall apart.
Most of the love story movies you go see and you go to happen and it leads up to marriage, or they meet, they fall in love, they have problems trying to get there, they get there.
We want to take a marriage that is in the middle of the daily struggles that most people can relate to that are married. The selfish tendencies that we sometimes have, the blandness that can occur in a marriage, and start there. How do you put life back into that marriage?
Catherine, what is your problem? Did I offend you by walking in the door this morning?
We have things in our house that need fixing.
Like what?
The back door needs to be painted, the yard needs better landscaping, and I keep telling you I want to put more shelves in the closet.
Those are called preferences, Catherine. Those are not needs.
We've had people in the prayer tower praying for us at a time in our marriage early on when we were having some issues. And it was just a wonderful recommitment to Christ that kept us together.
Couples struggle with the same things all over the world. They don't know how to communicate, they don't know their roles, they don't know how to love one another unconditionally.
At some point, they quit talking, they quit communicating, they quit sharing, this is how I feel, this is what I think.
You know, I've got all this pressure on me, and the only thing you ever do for anybody is for yourself.
Let me tell you something. You don't know the first thing about pressure. All right, you think I put out house fires for myself? You have no idea what I go through.
Oh yeah, but what do you do around here other than watch TV and waste time on the internet? When a woman has been just wounded over and over and over again, at some point I think
Cast him out.